Recently there was an article in Seattle Woman magazine about women in the trades and kind of asking, you know, why the numbers are dropping off. And, you know, some of the people who were quoted in that, even women, were saying, well, you know, you just can't get them to apply. What are you going to do? Well, Clara didn't find it very hard. She went, well, let's see. Women who want to be in a trade job when there aren't any women now. Well, it's probably going to be women who are not afraid to swim against the stream and who are, dare I say the word, feminists. So she went to the feminist movement, you know. She went to meetings of different groups and said, hey, I'm education coordinator at City Light and we're going to have this program. So, you know, come apply. And so they did the standard advertising, but they also did outreach to where people who were likely to be interested in these kinds of jobs were. And so 300 women showed up to apply for these 10 jobs.
Wow.
And there were actually several rounds of the winnowing it down from there. The first one was sitting down with people and just telling them what the work was, you know, that it was heavy construction work, you know. And some people were weeded out by that, you know, the pay looked good, but what the job was not really what they were interested in. And then there was some kind of aptitude test, I think, that was, I don't know, matching up things.
Right. Hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, you know. I don't remember if there was a color blindness test. I know there is in the union, because you have to be able to distinguish different colors.
I took that test.
Yeah, right. I remember arguing with guys that women were more adapted to electrical work than men because far fewer of us are colorblind. But anyway, and then finally there was an interview, and actually that's part of the story. Some of us, several of us, after the hiring had been done, it came out that several of us were members of Radical Women. So they went, ah, and Clara's in Radical Women. Must be, you know, dirty dealings going here. And we went, ah, yeah, and they're members of other feminist groups that are opposed to Radical Women, and they got hired. But actually, it was a whole committee of people who did the hiring, so Clara didn't have that much say in it.
How many, so 10 came in the first go?
Yes.
How many were non-white?
There were 4 women of color out of the 10, which was a pretty high percentage. Most of programs like it didn't even consider race, you know. There were 2 black women, a Asian American, and a Chicana.
Cool.
Yep, yep.
Were they feminists?
Most of the women, well, let's see. Yeah, a majority of the women were feminists. Some were not. I think the feminists fared the best by and large. You know, because part of it was having the perspective that part of what you were doing was opening doors for other women. And there were some days when you really needed to remember that.